I know what you're thinking. Not another celebrity telling me to vote. Yes, another celebrity telling you to vote. You think we want to be doing this every 2 years? We don't. You know, I could be making big money with these selfie videos. Instead, I'm here telling you that the midterm elections are right around the corner. So make a plan to vote. And if possible, vote early. Congress, mayors, state representatives, these people have a lot of power. And by voting, you're letting them know that you're watching their every move.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm trying to, I have a permanent retainer.
Oh, I see.
So you gotta go in and out. Good dental health. This is what we should be promoting.
We are live.
Hi everyone, my name is Rose Kelso and I lied to get this job. So when they asked me to write a song for the upcoming election, I said, there's a new president already? And they said, no, not the presidential election, it's for the midterm elections. The midterm elections. What are the midterms? What do they do? I read a WikiHow cause I didn't have a clue. I mean, my knowledge still is very limited. I thought it was kinda like the Winter Olympics. See, the broad strokes is that the midterms are elections that happen in the middle of a presidential term where you can vote for governors, senators, local officials, and any seat in Congress you could dream of. I think. Look, I'm a musical comedian, not Wolf Blitzer, so if you're coming here for solid answers, don't. Midterm elections, they're important, you see, but this isn't Schoolhouse Rock, so you're not learning shit from me. You're an adult, I can't convince you to vote, but here's what you'll be missing if you don't. Elections are the little bit of power that we have, and these dirty politicians have to listen to the ballots. Vote to keep them in line, make them use their brains. Vote so you can justify all your complaining. It's the smallest amount of control in life we have at the Winter Olympics. I mean midterm elections. And look, if you're in the demographic that's watching a digital stand-up special, we could really use your vote. You know what I mean? So do it. And anyway, here's the show. Welcome to Stand Up and Vote Early. We're here for 2 reasons, to laugh and to encourage you and everyone you know to vote. It's even better if you plan to vote early. If you don't know where to start on your journey to become a voter, you're not alone. But standupvoteearly.org is a great resource for checking your registration and making a plan to vote early. Also, reminder that this Friday is Vote Early Day, which is a great time to get your vote in. Now, we have a ton of great stand-up comedians and some fun surprises too, so let's get it started. Our first comedian is excited to put his vote to its full potential. Here's Ralph Barbosa.
My educated friends are trying to get me into politics more. They start pressuring me to vote a lot. I miss being a little kid, getting pressured into more human things, like gangs, drugs. You knew which one was dangerous. But with voting, you can never pick a right side sometimes, you know? You think you know, and then somebody comes out of the shadows with some hidden facts that they read online. It's hard to know what's true or not. You'll be like, hey, yeah, I'm gonna go Democrat because I heard they got a good health plan. They're like, no, yeah, they do. It's a good choice. And then out of the shadows, somebody pops up like, but also, they eat children. Oh. Okay, I don't want that. Let me check out the Republican side. And you get the facts on them. Oh yeah, they got a good budget plan. They're really trying to fix up the economy. You'll like it. And then out of those same shadows, somebody pops up with like, but also, they're the ones who purchased the children. Like, I'm good on kids, man. I'm good. I do want to vote. I do want to. But honestly, I want to do it for bragging rights. I feel like one day there's going to be a badass president who legalizes all sorts of cool things across the country. Like mushrooms, weed, prostitutes. Not saying I'm just going to go indulge in all of these, but I would like to think if, you know, by some circumstance I find myself sharing a legitimate blunt with a legal prostitute as we file her W-9 in that moment, I want to be like, you're welcome, by the way. I voted. I did this. Like, it's just scary. Like, you really do got to get informed, man. You can't just make a snap decision. Like, I'm 25, but I don't feel like I'm old enough to vote. You know, like I want to pick a president, but at this age, like I'm still learning how to pick good mechanics. I got my wheel alignment the other day by a dude who guessed the price off the top of his head. I just pulled in. I was like, excuse me, sir, how much is it for a wheel alignment? He was kicking my tires. I just looked at him like, I don't know either. But I went with him because he seemed trustworthy enough. But my car drives more crooked now than when I gave it to him. I don't know much about cars or politics, but I do know this. I do know that sometimes people running for office scare me for the same reason that mechanics scare me. Try to overcomplicate things. I don't like it. Have you ever noticed people who run for office talk about the country the same way mechanics talk about your car? They're like, can I fix it? Yes, but I got to take it apart from the inside. Really? It's going to take me some time, especially because, look, I don't know if you saw this, but the guy who had it before me, he really fucked this up.
Ralph is 100% right. Politics is like a car, and the last one I had got totaled. Anyway, for more comedy, here's Comedy Central's very own Hannah Dickinson.
We're voting? Yes? Thank God. As someone who lost Homecoming Queen, I understand how voting, or in my case, not voting, can destroy lives. I am voting. I'm also volunteering at the polls. Thank you. Not because I'm a hero or a comedian who has time, but I'm single, and I want to approach it like speed dating. Because if a man's voting, you know he can commit to something and has a social security number so I can track him. I do think it is very important, whatever way you're voting, to remember that you got to do your research, you know, more than Facebook. I think a lot of people rely on that, specifically my aunt. And it's scary because there are so many liars out there. And the people in power, they're always going to lie to get what they want. And I know this because I went to USC. And I don't know if you guys heard about this, but the gynecologist there, he had been molesting women since 1989. And a bunch of women came forward in 2016, and the president just like covered it up because, you know, we have a really good football team, so didn't want to make the school look bad. And I saw this man for my first pap smear, and I knew it was weird, and I told everyone, but they told me pap smears suck, you know, live your life. So I didn't do anything. I had nowhere to go. And then 4 years ago, I read an article that hundreds of women had come forward, and this man had, in fact, molested them. So I called the school to make a report. I wasn't even going to sue. I was just calling to support other victims. And they have a man on their helpline, and he is challenging my story. And he's like, well, how do you know? How do you know you were molested? I'm like, how do I know? Maybe because I'm the woman and I've had like 1 million pap smears since, and that's the only one that felt great?
Hannah, I'll see you at the polls, and maybe we'll bang some libertarians. In what must be one of the worst transitions in history, our next comedian also recently had to tangle with our country's healthcare system. Give it up for Gabe Davis.
I'm getting older, so I'm learning things I didn't expect to learn, particularly about healthcare. I'm like, man, I got to go out and vote or something. We got to change this shit because it's ridiculous. Particularly about doctors. Like, I've learned something about some doctors who specialize, like orthopedists. I just learned that some orthopedists will only see you for one body part at a time. Like, I fell off of a scooter, and I fell on my wrist and my knee. and I went online and made an appointment with the orthopedist, and they called me back and said, pick a part. Pick which part you want us to look at. And I was like, shit, man, I don't know, knee, right? But then I go to the appointment, and I keep trying to squeeze the wrist into the conversation. Like, even during the x-ray, I'm bending over trying to get the wrist in frame. It's like, you know, help me. Help me.
Hopefully Gabe is feeling better. You know, it's hard to do stand-up when your knees are bad because of all the standing up. Anyway, this show is not just about stand-up, and it's not just about telling you to visit standupvoteearly.org and make a plan to vote early. It's also about talking to real voters. We sent Courtney Parchman, aka Average Fashion Blogger, to Austin to talk to people that plan on voting in the midterms. Let's see how it went.
How much would we need to pay you guys to get you to vote early?
My friend gave me breakfast tacos last time, and that got me there.
Is that a form of payment?
In Texas. In Texas.
So that sounds like that's maybe illegal. Hi, my name is Courtney. I am in Austin, and I'm asking actual voters about actually voting. Do you guys lean more towards Democrats, Republicans, or lesbians?
Nice. I didn't realize those were the 3 categories.
Yes.
I guess I really had choice. I guess lesbians.
Lesbians.
Woo! Are you registered to vote early?
No.
That's fine. What's your name?
Samson.
How do you feel whenever the government, when they say yes, you go up and they are also there?
I don't mind.
So how much would we have to pay you to vote early?
$1 billion?
Well, it's actually really illegal to get paid to vote. So do you know that you're dating a potential criminal?
Yeah, that's the part I like about him.
Voting early to me means that I'm getting in there and I'm making sure that my vote is in there before a lot of other votes.
You did not ask me anything.
Thanks, Courtney. Very helpful. At this point, you're probably dying to vote ASAP, and now you can. In many states, you can already start mailing in ballots or head to a designated site for early voting. Don't know where that is? Me neither. But standupvoteearly.org can help you find it.
And here's Angelina Martin.
I'm a dumb person, but I'm also a socialist, and these two identities create some conflict in me sometimes because I never know if I should speak up for what I believe in or if I should shut up because I'm making us look bad. It is really hard to decide sometimes because I really do strongly believe to my core that everyone deserves the right to have safe access to food and healthcare and housing. But if you ask me to explain why, I'm just like, I don't know, sharing is caring. I was not expecting follow-up questions. A hot guy with a beard told me to believe this. And I did because I wanted to bone him. Have y'all ever been so horny you developed principles? We all get there one way or another. Sometimes the first step towards eating the rich is getting eaten out by the poor. They're usually better at it. So hungry. The power of the working class. Vote with your mouth, people. Vote with your holes.
Things are getting pretty spooky out there, and you know what that means. The midterm elections are right around the corner. Silly. So tune in for Stand Up and Vote Early, a comedy live stream Monday, October 20th. Oh, this is the promo. Sorry. What the fuck was that? For more about voting early, here's Max Thomas.
Because, you know, we cannot pay our student loan debt. Millennials and Gen Zers, we can't. If we still using our ex's streaming passcodes, we can't pay our student loan debt. You know what I'm saying? We need to vote early. You know what I mean? We need to mail in our votes. Because we're always doing too much. We do. We need to mail in our votes. Because millennials and Gen Zers, we're doing too damn much. I understand that. We don't have time to stand in line at the polling places. Almost got hit by a millennial driving his car just the other day. Motherfucker was playing a ukulele while driving. I was like, bro, if you love the Moana soundtrack so much, you just listen to it. You ain't got to strum along on the way to the crib. You know what I'm saying? It's just too damn much. It's too damn much. You know what I mean? I mean, like, student loan debt is like, it's overwhelming to everybody. It's overwhelming to people so much to the point that soon enough, babies are going to be born gig working. Hell yeah, they're going to come out the womb smoking Newport 100s, pacing back and forth like a crackhead, talking about, mama, I can't deal with this postnatal care. I got to deliver 57 bags of groceries, 2 bottles of vodka, and 1 Plan B pill within an hour, or else we won't have heat this Christmas, all right? That's where we at. That is where we at. Like, the price of living is too damn high. It's way too damn high. Like, gas prices have been so high, I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna start an only gas page. That's right. I don't need the fans, I just need the gas. All right, I need 87 regular, you know what I'm saying? And I'll do anything for the gas. I'll show some ass for the gas. That's right, whatever your kink is. You want me to pour some diesel fuel over my bare toes while I make truck noises? Brum, brum, I'll do it. $5 a month subscription, okay? It's affecting everybody. Even senior citizens, they're affected so much by the inflation that's going on. I distribute fresh food to senior citizens every week. And I love talking to senior citizens because they know how to problem solve. You know what I mean? Because they've been through real struggle. I asked one of the senior citizens, I said, hey, how you doing today? She said, oh, baby. Inflation got me in a chokehold. But I tell you what I need. I need some good dick and some rest. I said, damn, Tammy. All I got is fresh eggplant for you. There you go. Ain't nobody gonna break your soul. Take care. You know, bacon is up to $15 a pack, y'all. $15 a pack? That's cocaine prices. People shouldn't be sucking dick in the alley for bacon. That's not where we should be in our society. What's the USDA putting in that shit? Fentanyl? It's too damn much. You know what I'm saying? It's way too much. Like, that's gonna be the newest drug on Euphoria. Season 3 of Euphoria. Rue is addicted to Smithfield meets maple bacon. She's gonna come up into the math class with a Folgers canister, a bacon grease under her arm, talking about, what's up, guys? I got that yummy, 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 yummy. It's too damn much. I'm even noticing I'm struggling with money. Because I went into the corner store today, my eyes instantly made eye contact with scratch-off lotto tickets, and my nipples got hard. This ever happened to y'all? You like, for $2 investment, I could possibly make $50,000 a week for the rest of my life. I like them odds.
Keep the price of bacon low and the price of Coke lower. Couldn't have said it better myself. Max Thomas, everybody. Feel free to applaud from the comfort of your computer chair. Please welcome to the stage the very funny Pink Foxx.
That's the weird thing about being transgender, though, you know, because my identity is politicized, even though I'm not myself that political. That's right. I'm pretty neutral, my damn self, you know what I mean? I mind my business, because I'm from Philly, where you get shot if you don't. That's right, this shit's crazy. And I used to be a bit of a political, like, conspiracy theorist, you know what I mean? Like, it took me up until recently to realize that I was full of shit. People used to ask me, did I vote and shit? Did you vote? Did you vote? I say, it's rigged. They say it's not rigged. I say, it's rigged, niggas. It's rigged like a highway rest stop. It's big rigged like a 2-month-old quick weave after a hot shower, nigga. It's big rigged like my dick in a dress, nigga. It's rigged. It's rigged. You understand? Couldn't fuck with it. Then I got wise and shit. I was playing the lottery one day. I said, damn, I believe in this shit, but I don't believe in voting. Ain't that a bitch? I'm dumb as hell. I'm gonna go to the polls. Gotta get old and get your shit together, you know.
If Pink Foxx can stop being a conspiracy theorist, maybe the worst people in my family on Long Island can too. I'm kidding, they're hopeless. Wee-woo! It's important to get your information about voting from a reliable source, and that's why I get all of my information from a teleprompter. Like right now, the teleprompter is saying that I'm a little baby, goo goo gaga, I cannot read, and coming up next is Neel Nanda.
All right, let's do something silly. Let's do something light. Guns. It's a divisive issue, right? That's why you gotta vote. It's important to vote because gun control is a divisive issue, right? One side is like, hey, Second Amendment, guns. And the other side's like, hey, we're children. Maybe don't kill us. Right? It's hard to pick a side, right? Because I don't, right? It's difficult. It's hard, right? Because I don't like kids, so it's difficult, you know? I want to support stricter gun control, I do, but I also love rap music, so it's hard for me. Have you heard how they rap about guns in London where they don't have guns? Have you heard? Birding ding 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 ding. Bitty pop 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 pop. But a ting 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 and a ting goes boom. That's not a gun, Niles. That's not. Birding ding. That's a landline. Why do you have a landline? 2022. Go to Sprint, man. It's not that difficult. I also want to support the Second Amendment, but the Second Amendment was written in the late 1700s. Do you guys know what was legal back then besides everything? Cocaine. Doesn't the entire Bill of Rights sound like cocaine was legal? The entire Bill of Rights is like, I get to say whatever the fuck I want. Write it down, Johnson. Guns, everybody gets guns. This is my shit, you can't search my shit. But I have a solution. I can solve the gun problem in this country. I can do it. You guys ready? This is how we solve it. I think it should be legal to get a gun as long as it's the size of your dick. That should be the law. Not enough dudes laughing. All right, I see what's happening here. I'm not excluding women either. Women, you can get a gun as long as it's the size of the dick you take. That's the, right? Y'all get the bigger guns, is what I'm saying, right? That way when that dude shows up on campus and he's like, oh, Kelsey won't fuck me. Pew, 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 pew. Kelsey can be like, don't worry, I got this.
See? Teleprompters never lie. Thanks for the history lesson, Neel. We keep saying to make a plan to vote, so I thought it might be fun to share my plan. First, I'm going to do some research into the races in my district. Then, I plan to have a meltdown about whether I have enough information to weigh in on these particular races. After that, I'll call a supportive friend who will remind me that many, many folks who are way dumber than I am will be voting. That will make me feel better. By the time all of that's done, it will be this Friday, October 28th, which is conveniently Vote Early Day, and I'll use voting as an excuse to not check my work email for a few hours. What do you think? Anyway, here's Brandi Denise.
Y'all watch the news? I ain't think so. Like, where we supposed to get this information from? Don't nobody watch it. Like, but my friend, one of my homeboys, he got a little money, so he watched the news. People with money watch the news. He called me not too long ago, and he was like, Brandi, do you know that we in a food shortage? I was like, no, I got food in my house right now. I ain't know. Like, I did not know. That's crazy. Like, shit's going on and we're being distracted. Like, presidents falling off bikes, TikTok dances coming up. We don't know what the fuck is going on. And so, like, we need to start paying attention. Like, there's a food shortage. There's also an epidural shortage. There's also a baby formula shortage. It's like, what the fuck? Like, what? Ooh, conspiracy theory music. Like, this shit, like, for real, they trying to take us out and we don't know because we at home like this editing. Do it again, mama, do it again. Do it in slow motion. No, do it again. Pause it. Run it back 3 seconds. We in there trying to do that. We don't even know. They out here taking stuff away, especially ladies. They taking our rights. Like, how you gonna take away abortion and epidural? So that means, like, I gotta have the baby, then you ain't gonna relieve no pain from me having the baby, and then you ain't got no baby formula for me to feed the baby that I didn't even want to have. Like, what? Like, what? Make it make sense. They like, that baby gonna die anyway, it just ain't gonna be on us. You feel me? Like, fuck. Got bodies on me. This is crazy. I hate it. Like, what the fuck? I voted in the city elections. What? And not just like I voted, like I got a sticker, I voted, because y'all motherfuckers be love posting them stickers. Like, I voted. You Christmas treat that voting poll. You don't even know who you voted for. But no, like, he knows the issues that he was voting on, because I feel like if you could listen to all these politicians and sort through their issues, then I know you can handle my baggage, baby. The fuck I got a therapist for, okay? I saved $100 last month by telling my problems to my man.
Thanks, Brandi. If you're just joining us, wow, you've missed a lot. And I feel sorry for you, but don't worry, because we still have lots of comedy and you still have lots of time to make a plan to vote early. Are you getting the point? And while you do that, enjoy some comedy from the very wonderful Napoleon Emill. Come to the stage, Napoleon.
I was looking online the other day, seeing how much those I voted early stickers were. They kind of expensive. They like $5 plus like 15 shipping. I was like, let's replan. I was like, what are my options? Them shits are like, those stickers, they like clout, bro. You have a sticker on, people see you, right? And they be like, oh shit, you voted early? You so tapped in, right? And then you just be like, just doing my civic duty or whatever. Just doing my part. They be like, wow, that's crazy, that's mad sexy. Who'd you vote for? You be like, that's none of your damn business. They be like, wow, you mad mysterious. Some shit. Chuck.
Well, we all love an I voted sticker, and especially the power high that comes from it, you know? Voting truly is the only time we as adults get to do anything for a sticker, so why would anyone want to pass that up? I am grasping at straws just trying to get you to vote early. So, in the meantime, here's more comedy from Auguste White.
I want to talk to you guys about something that's important to me. Okay, I want to talk about voting for a second. So, yeah. Guys, you know, we've got less than 100 days, okay, until the midterm elections, okay? It's quickly coming upon us, and I'm Gen Z, and Gen Z is kind of famously skeptical about voting, and I get it, because for a long time I was the same way. I kind of approached voting the same way that I approached Hinge and dating apps, right? Like, ultimately, just pick the dude you are least afraid to be in an elevator with and move on. You know what I mean? But I actually think that Gen Z can create more change than we might otherwise think. I was thinking about it the other day, and I realized that Gen Z got rid of skinny jeans quicker than Abraham Lincoln got rid of slavery. You know what I mean? He kind of dragged his feet a little bit. Did he not? He did. He took his time. But Gen Z, when we see a problem, we immediately eliminate it, right? Like, it took probably a good couple hundred years to get rid of slavery. Took a couple hundred years for women, some women, to get the right to vote. Took hundreds of years for the U.S. to become an independent nation. Gen Z got rid of wearing bras, drinking regular milk, and generally liking things between the release of the first Avatar movie and the trailer for the second. That is a very ambitious timeline, right? I can't remember the last time that I used capital letters and punctuation in a text message. Gen Z got rid of that. Because ultimately, at this point, it's like if you're still wearing bras, you need to grow up, right? And if you're using capital letters and punctuation, you need to calm down. Calm down. Anyway, y'all better get out there and vote, okay?
Thank you, Auguste White. And as a fellow Gen Zer, you're all welcome. Coming up next, we've got more comedy. Please welcome to the stage, Tyler Groce.
Y'all like my dreads? Yeah. I love my dreads. I love them. I like my dreads, but you know, you do get stereotyped. That does happen. Especially here in Austin. What happens here in Austin is that people see me and they just assume because I have dreads that I vote Democrat. And I don't. And it just gets really frustrating because people are like, oh, did you vote for Biden? And I'm just like, you know, goddamn well, I didn't vote. Okay? So stop asking. I'm busy on Tuesdays, okay? That's my day off. I'm not gonna wait in line at the library. Nigga, I don't read either. Why would I do that? They gotta ask, man. And I should vote. That's why we're here. We should all vote. We should. You know, I'm a progressive dude, so like I should vote, you know, like I like progressive things. I like weed. And I like abortion. I like abortion. I don't know which one's better. I don't know. One of them makes you calm and relaxed, and the other is marijuana. And it's really hard to choose. It really is, man. This is what I think about weed and abortion. This is what I really think. I think that they should both be 100% safe and accessible and legal and there if you need it. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. Yes. And you know what? Fuck it. I think they should both be offered in the same building. That's what I think. That's right. That's right. We moving one step forward, America. I'm talking a weed and abortion clinic. That's what I want. That's me. I know this country's moving in the right direction when I can walk into a building and I can say, hi, I would like to pick up a gram.
and she would like to drop off an ounce. That's when I know that we're making progress. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all are with me. That's why you gotta vote, man. That's why you gotta do it.
We're supposed to keep this nonpartisan, but I would absolutely vote for Tyler Groce. And speaking of voting, let's send it back to Courtney, who's out on the street talking to real Austin, Texas voters. Pew pew. Cowboy.
When I say vote, you say early. Vote.
Early.
Vote.
Early.
Vote.
Early.
Vote.
Early.
Vote.
Early.
Vote.
Early.
Vote.
Early.
Vote. My name is Courtney, and I'm actually still outside asking a lot of people so many questions. Sometimes they are about voting, but a lot of times. Have you registered to vote early yet?
No.
Do you want to get started right now?
Yeah.
Okay, so you just have to tell me your name.
I'm Sarah.
Address.
57.
Your social. I don't know if the mic is picking it up. What did you put down when I asked for your credit card?
I didn't put any numbers down.
And what's your social?
My social is at PPP.
I meant social security, but that's awesome. Do you guys own a gun? Before you answer, I'm a very accepting person.
Yes.
Okay. Do you own a gun?
I was given one.
I'm gonna stay over here.
Do you think that I would pass as the president?
As president? Of course.
Do you think I look like Joe Biden?
No, not at all.
That is literally not what you just said at all, dude. Vote!
Early.
Vote!
Early.
Vote! Vote!
Yeah.
And you're supposed to say early, you said yes.
I know.
When I say vote, you say early. Vote!
Early vote.
I don't.
Courtney's an incredible journalist, isn't she, folks? You know, you never know what's going to be on the ballot in your state or district. And our next comedian had to vote on a very important issue, so take it away, Dylan Sullivan.
I'm trying to be better though. I'm gonna vote too. You know, I really am. And I didn't vote for a long time. I didn't vote till 2020, cause I'm a voter in Colorado. Yeah, Colorado. 2020, real excited thing to vote for. Wolves was on the ballot. More wolves or less wolves? And I said more wolves. Yeah. You know, I don't care what these anti-wolf lobbyists say either. Fuck them all. And there were like important things on the ballot. It was like, how are we gonna kill the homeless? And I was like, I'll just vote wolves. You know that old political saying, only way to stop a bad guy with a wolf is a good guy with a pack of wolves? You guys know that saying.
Wondering if wolves are on your ballot this year? Go to standupvoteearly.org for more information on what you'll be voting on. Wolves very well might be, but sadly, Ralph Nader no longer is. Okay, well, you hate the host and I hate hosting, so here's more stand-up comedy from the professionals. Hunter Duncan.
My wife dragged me onto a double date recently, and I was pumped. I was like, I'm gonna land this guy. So we get to the bar, and I see the guy I'm gonna be paired up with for the night. You know, and do you ever see somebody and you're just like, oh, I hate you. You know, like we sat down, he brought up the Constitution way too fast. You know, one of those guys, he was talking about family money. I was like, no, thank you, not for me. I don't know, that one night with that guy kind of inspired me to vote because clearly the wage gap is getting out of hand. All right, like just once in my life, I would like to live in a house or apartment or whatever where the shower doesn't have to be explained how to use it. You know what I mean? Yeah, like it's always kind of broken. Every time I like go in with the landlord day one, he's like, all right, so this is the shower. This is the shower handle. You see the red and the blue? Ignore that. We put that in as a joke and it's hilarious. The water will drain, just not now. Today's shower is tomorrow's bath. It's my landlord up there. I was telling my dad recently that, like, years ago I didn't vote, and he was really upset. He was disappointed in me. He was like, Hunter, a lot of people have fought and died for your right to vote, and we have people in our family that did that. And he told me about one of my relatives that fought for the North in the Civil War, and he played the drum. He, like, had a drum around his neck and played the drum during battles. And my dad was like, he actually died during a battle. Can you believe that? And I was like, yeah. Yeah, I totally believe that. They were having a gunfight. They gave that guy a drum. 100% of the time, I bet that guy got fucked up. You want to surprise me? Tell me ever the guy with the percussion instrument was okay. I realize, I think that every state has some laws that maybe need to be looked at, kind of reassessed. Like in I'm from Texas, and I'm from Austin, actually. Let's go. And that's right, baby. Hell yeah. And one of the things, I always thought that the age of consent in Texas was 18, and then recently some creep corrected me and told me it's 17. And I was like, 17? Well, I thought we all agreed like 18's an adult, and we moved it down. So somebody in our state government stand up like, hey, we didn't fight in the Alamo just to fuck these old bitches. Junior in high school, I will not go higher. Give me a corsage. I'm going to homecoming. Don't be mad at me. Y'all voted them in there, all right? They're the ones doing it. That's not on me.
And that's Hunter Duncan, everyone. Yeah! Now, if you can believe it, we're sadly down to our last comedian. So really let her hear it from the comfort of your home. Yeah! Give it up for Jenny Zigrino.
Man, being a millennial, I feel like we got totally fucked. We got totally fucked over, right? We did, okay? Hear me out, okay? This is what happened. Millennials, we got fucked over. It was our time before the pandemic. We were gonna, own shit and, have 401k. I don't know what that is, but we were gonna have it, okay? We were gonna, stocks, bonds, I don't know, but it was ours. And then we all had to go inside because of the pandemic, and then while we were on Zoom doing fucking Zoom yoga, Gen Z came in and like a phoenix from the ashes just came and usurped everything from us, and that is unfair because we survived so much already, okay? We survived 9/11, we survived the housing crisis, we survived elections, okay? Yeah, and if you're wondering which one, all of them. They've all been bad for us, okay? That is unfair, okay? It's so unfair. And look, I believe in the system. Okay, let me start that over. Voting, I love it. I vote. Do you guys vote? Great, I love it. Right, I'm a big voter, and here's the thing. Local elections what's matter. You gotta vote locally, small elections. That's where shit changes. But honestly, I don't feel like we even vote enough in this country. We should be voting for more things, right? Sure, sometimes you could vote for the sheriff. Great. But we should be voting for the actual cops who get the jobs. Yeah. And the only thing you have to go on is a bio written by someone who knew them in high school. That's it. Yeah, you get it. Yeah. You walk into the booth and you're just like, oh, well, it looks like Gary here wants to be a cop. Okay, okay. One time in high school, Gary got so drunk that he pissed in my dead grandmother's urn. Wow, Gary should not be a cop. Gary should be a senator. All right, let's give that man some power. Gary gets it. Gary makes decisions.
Thank you so much. Is there dairy in this, by the way? Because I'm serious. If there's any dairy in it, I'm gonna obliterate the bathroom. That happened one time on a set, and it was the whole time. Yes. Thank you, Jenny Zigrino. Everyone, we've seen some incredible comedy and incredible comics today. And so let's just give it up one more time for all of them. And to recap, you've come this far, and now you have to make a plan to go vote early. It's what we've been saying the whole time. It's what I'm going to say until the very end. So go to standupvoteearly.org for more information. I'm Rose Kelso, also known as Long Island Dirt, and I'll see you at the polls. Oh, wait. I'm being told we have one more thing. Folks, here is the one and only Alana Glazer.
Make a plan, vote early. It doesn't take, people are like, did you vote already? Need a little, and that's what it's called, stand up and vote early. Need a pep talk to vote early? Girl, you can do it, babe. You're on top of your shit, you're ahead of the game. It does take a little effort, but make a little plan, vote a little early, and then on November 8th, you are chilling. People are like, did you vote today? You're like, no, bitch, I did it a week ago. So.